aqui, aqui será. And just loud as again, ruining it. Give me a second. the internet failing. I don't. Oh my god, no! Please don't tell me it's there. There, the live stream is the link to the live stream is on the comments. It's on the community page, so anyone can join. Um, it's only gonna be an English live stream, so no Spanish though. All right, so the whole everything on the live the laptop is already. I'm hoping, only hoping, can we? Nope, I'm stuck. My laptop is just malfunctioning wrong. It's just that a system that is supposed to help me on my college education cloud is, to put it bluntly, it's fucking my laptop. So the internet is going slow, audios are flying everywhere, and presentation can be going really, 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 really bad. So I'm sorry if it's gonna be maybe a bit too much. So here we are, the second part of the Thomas versus the Barefoot Club after party. I know where did it all go wrong? Well, it kind of did from the very start of this month, when I told everyone that, well, not until I released the video called Thomas versus the Barefoot Club, um, which was an anti Loud House PSA video I made for the Thomas fandom, um, which is why it also didn't involve any of the universes we all know from the show, because I didn't want to involve a recognizable part of the show we love and only use my AU to work it out more. So I pretty much also announced a sequel, but I had to actually, well, not really struggle, but I had to ask for permission because I'm sorry to say that I'm so sorry to tell you that I'm sorry. I'm typing right now. I'm so sorry to tell you, some dumb motherfucker who at Feed Fetish took the teaser poster like his satisfaction and favorite it. So I had to go onto his account and tell him to piss off. So sorry if it took a bit long. All right. So let's see. All right. So while we wait for the dudes to come back, I I would like to well, kind of give you dudes a close well, I'm actually, it's not that I don't know what to do, it's just that I'm a bit busy right now, so I'm a bit sorry if I sadly oh, yes, you can enter. And yes, the
Well,
man.
hello there, Hedrick. How are you?
Oh, hello Diego. I'm how do you think I look? I never looked so wonderful in my life
Okay,
since
thanks.
the thumbnail. You can kind of see the thumbnail, how maybe my OC that I use for my channel uh became Two Face from Batman Forever, because that gringo AMLO just kicked it, and well, it blew up my face, and my brain now suffers Tommy Lee Jones syndrome. So I guess you could say I'm fine.
Yes, well, I don't watching the Batman's movies from Tim Burton, of Tim Burton saga, Schumacher, etc.
Um, to continue the after party of Thomas versus the Barefoot Cup, the video no one asked for, but I was forced into doing. And well, let's say I'm at one. My left brain is celebrating, and my right brain is straight up regretting it. But there ain't going back now. Especially since after unfortunately the documents I wanted to release, I have no idea what happened. They were all deleted. So we're all gonna have to rely on my video, Thomas versus the Barefoot Club, and its upcoming sequel to get the message loud and clear for the entire Thomas fandom.
Yep. Mm.
Which
Well, GC
right
Studios has
now,
been problematic. Sorry. Mm.
no, it's okay. You can speak. You can speak. You can speak. Don't to feel free to say something. You can say what you wanted to say. I'm
Well, Haji continues. What about talking to part two of Barefoot Club after party? Mhm.
Oh, the microphone glitched.
Well, GC Studios has been problematic lately. Have you thrown about, I don't know, making XSets in public in Thomas fandom, right?
No, but I can try to do it later at night. I can try to get people to see it, so I can try to, you know,
See, yeah, that's what I see. Mhm.
you how it
I
looks
suppose
because
you're going to show
I'm at this
something
point
in part two,
convinced.
right? I suppose you're going to show something in part two, right? Imagines, Barefoot.
Yeah, I
Well,
wanted to I wanted to show you that, show everyone that, but something really bad just happened. I tried opening. Let me see if I can. I convinced more than ever. Ever since I leaked the document back in April or March, I have a really bad suspicion that JC has to be behind this. There's no way a laptop can remove important files that are very important. Like how did this happen? I'm convinced. I'm generally convinced that um even if it wasn't directly Juan himself, I have a really, really fucking deep suspicion that he or one of his friends somehow hacked my whole laptop, deleted the entire document, so no one will be able to, I don't know, get me demonetized or get YouTube to report me and delete me just because I'm trying to expose because they want to silence me. So
Well,
unfortunately, it
Hedgie,
seems that
I hate to
Microsoft
say
will.
I, but I have a backup copy of the document. Tengo una copia del documento entero.
Just please promise me you're not gonna publish it or anything because I don't want it to break. So here's what I'm planning on doing. All right, so
Don't worry, Hedgie.
I'd say around night. I would say around nighttime. Please send me via DeviantArt a copy of the document, and then I'm gonna have to save the thing onto a USB, and then I'm gonna have to somehow find to make a way to make sure that whole archive gets turned.
Of course, of
Excuse
course.
me. To turn it into a PDF file to make sure nothing bad happens to it, and then I'm gonna publish it again. But for now, well, we're only gonna have to deal with
Wait,
Thomas and
PDF?
versus
Really?
the
Convert
Barefoot
to Word
Club.
in PDF?
Yes, because for what I've heard, you can't change anything. You can't edit anything in that format,
All right.
which is pretty good to know because that means nothing. That means that 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 Juan can do anything. Oops, ah, can't do anything to delete the entire thingies, delete the document. Make sure to finish off, finish the up because I have other things I forgot to mention in that document that I didn't catch. Like one of his friends, like I remember I forgot to add more information because the information I had on one of one's friends called Austin Lawrence is outdated because not only he's back, but I found someone saved videos of his previous long deleted videos, which were equally as gross. I mean, one of those videos were of the I forgot I forget the names. I guess it was
Well,
it was
Hedgie, in fact,
Panorama who
I
kissed
just
swim.
remembered that I already had it converted to PDF, the document.
Oh, oh, I see. I'm gonna try. All right. So, in the after party, I have plans to. I'm gonna try to quickly as a sort of break of entertainment. I'm gonna put the Bang Bang meme I made, and also I'm gonna try to see if I can. This is a complete. I'm gonna also try to showcase the teaser poster for the sequel, which I'm gonna need a little bit of your help on because writing Thomas versus the Barefoot Club back in January, it was sort of easy, but that's because it was mostly a parody of Thomas and the Pretty Club, that god awful video with the horrible animated Tom and the random characters. What the fuck? And it was using parodies of Railway Engine. Specifically, I'm not sure if you remember this video of the Railway Engine where Toby nearly kills Thomas for breaking shit. I'm not sure if you ever saw the video. That's actually part of an original script I made back in January. The reason why I rewrote the script was because it was quite a simple. I mostly wrote that off just to have an excuse to switch the soda workshops to have more time. The Southern Industry Season 3 Thomas model.
Getting a little off topic, have you seen Thomas and the Children video by the Italian guy, the Solar Railway, the crappy pasta?
Yes, actually, I was surprised on how well, not faithful, but kind of perfectly more simplified and more explanatory the his retake on the story was. It was the same story, but you know, um, just a bit more better. I'm gonna say that
I thought
it
like
was
what be
just
the
a
hit
better version
version.
of.
Yeah, yeah, I remember someone making a fake VHS of it, but Lots Media. It's Lots Media
Oh, you
video.
mean Latch Stars? Latch Stars one? You're talking about Latch Stars one?
No, it's other video, not Lots Star.
Oh, I see. So
I think
basically right
Lots
now
Star has a
we
YouTube channel.
um wait, really?
Yes, really. In my recent video from Hero
All
of the
right.
Rails,
Let me try to let me try to find the thing. Let me try to find her. Um
okay.
oh, by the way, I already saw that just another random Thomas fan also on YouTube. So let me try to find the channel. I think another way I can find. I'm gonna do something quick. Let me see if. All right, give me a minute. I'm gonna. All right. Let me find the cover. All right. This is gonna take me a little bit long, but I got this. Oh my god! Look. All right. This is. All right. I think all right. I'm gonna break. I'm gonna quickly before I continue on the adventure. I'm gonna show something quick I found.
Do you think
This is
Lots
something
Star
quickly I found. Well,
18314 is the real Lots Star?
I'm not sure. So while trying to find Latchstar's channel via her DeviantArt, I found this.
All right. It's the real Lots Star.
All right. All right. Let me try to continue on searching for Latchstar's channel. So I'm gonna try. Th- This is really nice. This is nice.
Well, I
Oh,
don't
it's
know if you
still.
know this, but he did a cover of Toy Story 3D for
I'm not sure. All right.
2002.
Give, huh?
Mm, mm. Ok, creo que tiene ocupación. Oh, yes, sorry, it's streams. Okay, guys, while Hetzi waits, I'll see if I can sing something.
Um. All right. So in case none of you know what happened, let me. This is all right. So it's. Oh my god! Now the cloud is recording. Oh my god! All right. All right. I don't. All right. So while I was trying to search for um the cover, I some unfortunately both the internet and Upload, which is AI thing that helps me for my college education, is sadly is screwing me up. So I'm gonna have to I'm struggling a bit here. I'm struggling to find Lashtar's channel. So give me a second.
Well, Hedzi, I think that Toy Story Lost movie will have confirmed something people fear. Andy's dad is a fucking astronaut and the real boss is still in space, like Zack Snyder Doomsday.
Oh my god, is that could that be true?
Yep, it's fucking true.
I'm being recommended nothing more but a bunch of other random latch stars that I don't think they're the real pair. Huh? I'm just kind of give you all an idea of what I'm looking at. This is what I'm looking at. I'm not sure if you're gonna see it. There. This is I tried searching for latch star, and this is what I'm getting. All right, well, let me search for Thomas then. What? What is all of this? What is all of this? This is legit um thingy here. This is
Wait,
just
is that Balena production channel?
wait, who?
Nice channel.
Oh
Balena.
yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, 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 yeah. And well, one thing I'll be able to find, to you know, what I can do right now just for kind of fun, just for fun. If the internet is gonna be kind to me, I'm not sure if you can see. Here's the here are the rails. It's still charging. It's charging. I don't think that the display I'm giving is supposed to there. Just for fun, we're gonna just put the meme.
My rival, my idol, you got me suicidal. You was born, bang, 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 till I take you down, 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 down. I want you in the ground, bang, 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 till I take you down, 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 down. I want you in the ground.
I can already see that in fact the internet connection is sadly falling apart. So yeah, I think that could be another problem why I'm getting kicked out from the live stream. Which so if this happens regularly, I'm gonna apologize for it.
Okay.
All right, I think what I can do also, I'm gonna see if it works. I'm being sent and run nothing but rubbish here. I'm gonna try to kind of give all of you some nice trivia facts about the project. So let me try to. There we go again. Oh, I'm gonna try quick. I'm not sure if you can see it now. Um, Here, there's the Hero of the Rails image I was telling you, made by username White Oil 726060. That's his Hero of the Rails cover.
Ooh, wow. I see it in the Reddit now.
Yeah. All right. So let me put back everything and act and put back Thomas versus the Barefoot Club to give you all some nice facts. Well, some interesting facts about. Excuse me a lot for this. I don't know why I'm being recommended this, but I'm not sure if you can see. Yeah, I'm gonna. No, I'm not gonna put the full thing. I'm only gonna show some snippets and along with trivia facts. So if you want to see the full video itself, I'm gonna send a link here for all of you to watch. There, here's the link for Thomas versus the Barefoot Club. So before we start the video, we get this introduction piece of my AU version of Thomas. I was very much debating. Well, it was not debating because I knew I wanted John Hassler voicing him, but I'm gonna get to him quick. All right, so in case you don't know, he lists the names of all the people that are behind these flipping the fetish content that I kind of mentioned in the document with Diego back in December. You can see Mr. JC, Christian McLean. I hope Diego can send me the the document because Christian's actions are maybe the worst of all of them. Of course, we have Samuel Cliff, Playhouse, Austin Lorenz, Isa Fernandez. This YouTuber is just a fucking nightmare because, well, he's not really a YouTuber. He's a deviant artist. Just saying the name of the user, you can kind of expect any what you're about to see, what he makes. There's someone, well, in DeviantArt, he's called Jacko247, but on YouTube, he goes by some a name like Lincoln Loud or your local Lincoln Loud guy. I don't remember his name on YouTube, but in DeviantArt, this user called Steven Universe Rolls, um, I think he's the one that who made a lot of PNGs and some, and even made some. All right, so this is something strange. In case you don't know, for while I was investigating everything, I found out the Loud House fandom sometimes it makes these weekend drawing contests where you can draw anything you like from the show or something they like specifically. And Steven Universe, for some reason, made a whole makes weeks a weekend drawing weeks where anyone can draw images of some characters barefoot, which is probably yeah, it's just the worst thing happened. Stan Marsh fan, I'm sure, no, well, I'm sure some people who see weirdo DeviantArt videos will recognize this person because he's the dude who makes the most cringy drawings of all. Tommy Draws Forever is another user who, while it has nothing to do, who's also apart from making Loud House feet drawings, he's also in hot waters because there was this one time he actually made a Thomas drawing. It
Sorry,
was
Hetty,
based.
but could you show now again the screenshot from Ready of Mother Hero of the Rails again?
All right, all right. Give me time.
I cannot log in the user.
All right, I'm gonna quickly give Diego time to see the user behind model series. Here are the rails custom DVD cover.
Wild Oil 72 16 8. Okay. Mhm.
Never overlook a little engine.
I already have the screenshot. Thanks, Hedrick.
All right, let me put back Thomas versus the Barefoot Club. All right, so um just saying that honestly kind of cringes me up. We also added the conjunction fellow on Sander Thomas involved in the Productions because Juan pretty much made him a fake groomer by just making a fish of his favorite character Molly McGee and his girlfriend. Someone called Mr. Cortez. First, we mentioned many other users, and then we play the intro for you because copyright. But you well, sorry, before theme, but it has hip hop remix. I made this to kind of give its own identity of its own, an identity of its own. Of course, it's credit. All right, then. All right, here's a fun fact. I originally didn't want to release Thomas versus the Barefoot Club before the actual first episode. The thing is, I wanted to release the first episode to kind of get viewers to understand or recognize or meet this AU of Thomas I made. The problem is that I sadly didn't have time to make the first episode in time. So this is the involuntary first view of that EU series in action, which is kind of sad because I wanted the moment here, this moment. Nice spring day on the island of Sodor. Thomas was puffing with his two coaches. What a lovely day. The sun is shining. There's a Barefoot Club.
Barefoot Club?
Originally, when Thomas said that, I wanted that to be a surprise for the viewers because I thought by episode one they would get used to my narrations, and then when they would hear AIs of the characters speaking in this video, they'd be like, "Oh my god, wow!" But that never happened. This also marks the second time I use Gacha Life on the trains, which was already done all the way in a previous video of mine, which I'm gonna quickly um, look for. Well, I'm gonna try to look for it here. Give me a second, because I already had done something like this early, which was meant to be a one-time thing only. So it's now nothing special anymore. But in this video, I'm sure you all. I apologize if it's
Carry Shell Thomas, I of original color, this copy of Hero of the Rhesus God.
all right. Oh, oh no, that one, not this one. It is kind of funny this, but I think time. Give me time to fix it.
All right.
All right. All right. Um. Let me try that again because it's falling apart. Um, and if you don't know what's going on, who's the responsible for the internet crashing me out? It's this whole thing.
Again, the low poly internet.
Yeah, and I think I have a problem. All right, I have a problem I would like to show everyone, which is the responsible for all of this. The responsible. All right, I'm not sure if you can see the setup, but what you're looking at is this is meant to help me with my college education, but it's starting to record. I'm gonna quickly say something here to my parents.
Interesting.
So I deeply oh my there. It's I deeply apologize. All right. So let me see if it's working again. Because I wanted to show you the previous video, which kind of inspired the series. Well, video of Thomas versus the Barefoot Club. So, and no, it wasn't Thomas and the Pretty Club. It was something else. Okay, just give me time. Give me time.
All right, let's
Um,
see.
give me. All right, here it is. Let me put it back. Really? Well, oh my! I really need to tell this to Dad. It's really really bad. All right, here's the inspirator. The video title. Please don't ignore it. Thomas hates the loud house feed fetish content. This video was the inspiration for me to make
Well,
Thomas versus the
nothing
Barefoot
is
Club.
really happening at the moment. Please. Ollie. I just love to tickle you.
And it was the first. By the way, if you've noticed, well, I will say it later, but please, let me. All right. So as we said before, this is the sort of thing Mr. JC has been doing. He has been dealing with feet fetish from and his friends in the Loud House fandom, which like to Jason, like how old I forgot 12 years old Sid is, and what does these fetish things have to do with Thomas the Tank Engine here? Tell me. I dare anyone who's watching this to please tell me. I know this picture is disturbing, but tell me. What why do these things, the Thomas and Friends series of instance and feed fetish on something that's guarantee you it's made for kids, what they are? There are none. No simple. The only that I hear, which I'm not sure if anyone ever noticed that it's different in Thomas versus the Perfect Club, is
I
that
now.
in this video I appear. Loading. Mute the audio so you can hear double hedgies here. We're doing
Yep.
the job. And there he is, that man himself. Well, this is my
During this
OC's appearance
chapter,
in the video. Huh?
during this chapter,
Huh? Yes, this is my OC. My OC visiting. Well, by Lincoln by Gotcha Life Logics. There. Oh no, a white stain. I didn't pay attention to it, and of course the video ends with Thomas running over Lincoln and his girlfriend. So let me show that clip here. This was inspired by Rufus Productions' as Thomas hates his Go animate self, and I mostly did that because I found the video funny as hell. Oh, the audio. Let's hear the beautiful sounds of blood turning like a freshly made pizza.
There we go. The deed is done.
I swear, Thomas, these certain
So
events
the
need.
It's so I feel quite ashamed. I feel quite.
I had the audio on mute. I had the audio on mute. I have to say it all over again. Well, I'll start again here. In case no one knows, well, I already said before, I originally wanted Diego to help me with some of the PNGs for the Loud siblings, but he was too busy to finish to help me make the video, so
Excuse
I
me?
had to use Gacha Life again.
Oh,
Also,
that's right.
this video contains some fun
really over for her own good.
casting. All right, so Diego, in case you didn't know, a long time ago, a user, I think it was Matthews, made a video of TGI Boko, where he requested having Rob Rockstraw play Boko with his Mr. Bentley voice from Bob the Builder. Well, turned out someone had made an AI of specifically Mr. Bentley's voice for Boko, and so I used it in the video.
I feel quite ashamed.
Was
I feel
played by
quite
Rob
ashamed.
Rockstraw here.
Hello, Thomas.
Alright, so this is kind of a really dark note of the original, well, not the original cut, but the video. So, in case no one knows, when I wrote the original script back in January 1st, I contained a few British American insults at each other, which were
Of
censored.
course you are, you piece of scrap. I'll scrap you, but not you piece of. Oh,
And you may be
really?
wondering, well, why did you censor it, Eric? If anything is not censored, like Percy flat
Of course
out
you are, you.
spits truths of why so many grown up people like the fucking user of the Loud channel keep watching the show.
Really?
This.
Yes, because all you services sounds like a grown man not wanting upon a roughly mother show. Is there a mess you may take?
Well, back in April, while I was re-seeing the lines to see if how good they were, I decided to investigate further on the slurs I used, only to find out that all of the slurs I used were racist. So, because I didn't want to get myself in trouble, most of the dialogues had to be censored, And frankly, I feel like this is something that should remain lost to media. I recently deleted all the recorded lines I used for the original cut. And I the only time I'm willing to show them is mainly to myself, just to see if I can improve for the sequel. All right, this is a giant inconsistency because Gordon, I think I give Gordon two headlamps in front, the same way they are in the CGI series in the final, in the Boaba era. But I think by I think by the end, I for some reason decide to stick to only one lamp. You can see one of the headlamps here, but in here it's absent.
We'll fix it, Doc.
All
Wait,
right, so another fact. All right, here's another interesting fact. I originally had Percy getting knocked off the tracks actually be used a bit earlier. Originally, the scene was supposed to be in the sheds at nighttime, but unfortunately, I couldn't do that because unfortunately, trains wouldn't allow me to properly derail because I'm kind of new at this. Unfortunately, I didn't properly know how to derail Percy from the sheds. Like, I originally had a scene where he was slipping and Lola and Lynn and Lori ended up trotting, kicking him out. But in the end, that scene was scrapped, but I still have the lines of it. All right, so in the end, it was replaced with this scene where Luan took Percy by surprise, but Percy didn't see that she bented a piece of the tracks, and as a result, he derailed to a quite honestly beautiful looking grass field. And there he goes. And I'm pretty sure now this is probably one of the most funniest out of moments in the whole thing, mainly because how it goes. So let me show it. I'm sorry if it's glitching, but yeah, it's glitching. Basically, for that scene, I'm gonna say that not only to letting it loud legit cause Henry to crash, but get ready for the most disturbing part, Diego. I think she now has blood in her hands, Sodrian blood in her hands. Diego, are you there?
I hear her, G. I hear.
Right, you heard that. I think because I think in this clip, I think that I involuntarily made there.
Yep.
All right, if you didn't know what happened, Lenny switched the points and caused Henry to crash. And I'm gonna tell you that I have a really bad suspicion I ended up making Lenny have Sudrian blood in her hands because there's no way Henry's passenger survived. I always have a bad feeling that the laptop is once again about to glitch. All right, so
Ooh, sorry, bro.
Um. All right. So I'm. It's still loading. All right. So I'm gonna put it here. All right. I'm gonna put it to 720p. So it's camera work. Um. You'll notice comments will appears in the credits. Um. In the credits of the video, I instead call her Kohana because a user claimed that she was a stolen OC from her. So as a way to pay tribute to her, um,
Why is Thomas so cross?
and from for how character could be when I 20.
He's not
So it's gonna be the last thing in the stories you series. All right, it's charging because here's another part. In this scene, a fan made song, some user named Londa Fonda Pasta, I guess, made for his retelling of the Loud House creepypasta. Enough is enough. It's used here.
Louis too.
All right. So one thing I never tell anyone is that show you how new I am to trains is that I pretty much the or Photoshop. I didn't add them to the sets because the trains you used to have them in my version, so I had to make some Photoshop bits on another in the very scene. What I was trying to say before I realized my mic was not working was that I think out of all the gacha models I made, I think Luna's one was the worst because, for context, I'm using Gacha Life 1. I'm not using Gacha Life Club or Gacha Life 2, which are more advanced. So as a result, it's really distracting to notice that skull. Uh, this scene uses Star Wars music, which I switched models um in this scene. Give me a second. It's gonna. Oh, se me sigue apagando el micrófono. My microphone gets turned up, and then I left a link to the live stream there if you want to see if you can see it. It's gonna there. You can join the stream right there. All right, let me put back here. Thomas's model changes. Now it's Soda Workshops. Now it's Soda Workshops. No workshops. The Sergeant Industries season 1 model, Thomas model from the first 2 seasons. And you can tell that because he has his cheeky face from Thomas and Gordon. And the O face has the eyebrows from that season 2. this scene, uh, um, yeah, just it's loading. Um, this scene was inspired by the Tedious Tales of Sodor. The scene where they're like, "So he made James cry."
Die!
All right, you couldn't see James there. Despite all the characters being AI voiced, I took some liberties. Like James is voiced by Michelangelo's AI, or an AI of the voice Michelangelo's gave him in the third to seventh seasons of the model series' UK dub, while Toby I gave him a West Side accent tone, despite using Colin Fior as the voice. When the Fat Controller pulls out when the Fat gave me time.
I hear Thomas Basin Barefoot. No, okay. It's Daniel. It's Danielito.
It's loading, it's loading.
Look at this paper from the British government.
Who is the voice?
Saying
Okay. Who's reading this? Paul Fetish. Oh, all right. Continues to video.
you were saying something before I stopped. What was that? Hold on. Shoot.
What happened to video? To video?
Switch this. And it ends with a tease for the sequel. So that's that's pretty much the the trivia facts about Thomas versus the Barefoot Club. Which, speaking of the to be,
To be
excuse me,
continued.
speaking of the to, yes, I also made a poster for everyone to see. There, let me see if you can see it. There's the teaser poster.
The sequel, Toward the Walkman.
Huh? Thing when I wrote the first part, it was simple. I took the well, not disgusting, but you can say cringy Thomas and the Preggy Club, and took some elements from Railway Station series Las Aventuras de Tomás on early before it was rewritten. So it was mainly a parody of it with sequel because you know I don't think Joey made follow ups to his Thomas cartoon series where the Thomas and the Pretty Club video came from. Well, I'm gonna have to have no I have no imagination right now for the sequel because I hit writer's block. That's another problem that I'm having with Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends the fan film, which I'm gonna ask Jelly Toy to help me. All you need to know for now before I send you the script ideas to help me is that we have now Lincoln's girlfriend and her friends taking the role as the next Barefoot Club while joining Thomas's fight, of course. With inevitably Casagrande's characters appearing, you all know one thing.
The
The
most
one and
of
only
them are
Jack.
in the School of Opportunity, Hetty. Sorry.
Oh, well. Anyways, while I'm trying to finish it, inevitably I have a very exciting thing because if Casagrande characters appear, that can only mean one thing. The pack, the Soder Construction Company pack, are also appearing. Now, this is going to be a bit tricky because while I don't think they made trains models of them. I think I found a model of Jack and Alfie, which I'm going to try to find. I think Oliver also has a model of it. So, for now, however, right now, production on the sequel is not going to pull over because I'm still going to try to put my focus back on Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, the fan film. So, you'll just have to deal with this teaser poster for now. So, anyways, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's everything. Thanks for joining the party, Diego.
Well, Hetty, we'll be good soon.
You too. Well, thank you so much for watching, dudes. Don't forget to hit a like, subscribe to the channel, and please, for the love of us, do not become feed groomers, or you'll be kicked out of the fandom. All right, bye, dudes. Bye, Diego.
Bye, Hetty. Bye.